Okay. Given the integral dy over y times the square root of y squared minus 4. Okay, so our goal here is to solve this. First thing we're going to do is notice that we have a square root of y squared minus 4, and for that we're going to need a trig substitution. So we're going to let y equal 2 times tangent theta. So dy will be 2 secant squared theta d theta. Okay, so I'm just going to replace everything. The dy goes on the top. That's 2 secant squared d theta over y, which is 2 tangent theta. And then multiply that by the square root of y squared minus 4. Well, y is 2 tangent theta, so y squared is 4 tangent squared theta. And now we can cancel a couple things. We have the 2's out. Those get canceled. And we have to work inside here, so I can really factor out a 4, and that would just be tangent squared minus 1 inside the square root. This 4 is going to come out as 2 in the denominator. Okay. So what we have is 1/2 secant squared over tangent times tangent squared minus 1. And now tangent squared minus 1, this is just secant squared. So it'll be 1/2 integral secant squared over tangent times the square root of secant squared. So the square root and the square are going to cancel. So we're going to have secant on the bottom, which is going to cancel out with the top secant. So we'll have 1/2 integral secant over tangent and secant is 1 over cosine, tangent is sine over cosine. So here, let's try this again. So secant is 1 over cosine, tangent is sine over cosine. The cosines are going to cancel, and we're just going to have 1 over sine, which we'll just write it as cosecant. At this point, you may recall what the antiderivative of a cosecant is, but in case you don't, the key to solving this is to multiply the top and the bottom by cosecant plus cotangent. Okay, so now I'm going to let u equal cosecant plus cotangent. So du will be negative cosecant cotangent minus cosecant squared. So that will just be 1/2. And if I distribute the cosecant, I have cosecant squared plus cosecant cotangent. And that's over cosecant plus cotangent. And notice that at the top now, this whole thing is du, but with the opposite sign. So I can replace that with negative du, and on the bottom we'll just have u. And so this will just be the negative 1/2 ln of the absolute value of u, which is ln of cosecant plus cotangent. So back in the beginning, we did let y equal 2 tangent theta. Okay, so let's look at that. So if we let y equal 2 tangent theta, that means that tangent theta is y over 2. And here we can draw a right triangle over angle theta. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. And so this will just be the square root of y squared plus 4. And now we just plug in. So you have negative 1/2 ln. Cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. Cotangent is adjacent over opposite. So if we want, we can combine this into one fraction. So common denominator of y. And this is our final answer.